We're surrounded by mountains of expert advice, endless strategy books, expensive courses, and self-proclaimed gurus, each one promising to transform your business into an unstoppable force. So, why, despite these powerful frameworks, are so many companies still struggling? And what's keeping them from that promised success? Here's the shocking twist. Everything around us today, from the products we buy to the services we consume, has been carefully crafted to be cookie-cutter, replicated by the thousands, if not millions. And we're bombarded by programs that claim to be the one-size-fits-all solution, the plug-and-play, instant recipe for success. But the truth? These frameworks, these so-called success formulas, are missing something, a crucial ingredient. And without it, all you have is a recipe for failure. Let's start with Peter Drucker, the man who told the world, "The customer is king." His groundbreaking idea? Companies should focus on what customers need, and he believed empowered employees, the so-called knowledge workers, were the way to get there. Sounds like a winning recipe, right? But what if you're in finance, where regulation is just as critical as customer needs? Drucker's customer centricity falls flat, leaving a gap. Next up is John Kotter's 8-step change process, a roadmap for change management. Perfect for traditional businesses, right? It gives a clear step-by-step guide to rally teams, build momentum, and lock in change. But here's where Kotter's system can backfire. What if you're a startup that pivots every 6 months? Can you afford to wait through 8 steps to make a change? In the startup world, change needs to be instant, adaptable, and Kotter's formula feels like slow motion. Clayton Christensen argued that disruption is the only way to stay competitive. Find a niche, turn the market upside down, and dominate. But hold on, what if you're in a tightly regulated industry, like utilities or healthcare? The very thing that makes Christensen's theory powerful, the shock to the system, could also lead to disaster when the market refuses to change with you. Lean management, cut out waste, streamline every step, maximize value. It's perfect for cutting costs in manufacturing or tech. But what about a creative agency? Lean's rigidity could choke creativity, limit experimentation, and turn bold ideas into repetitive ones. Sometimes, too much structure can be the enemy of innovation. Agile, a favorite in software, is all about speed and adaptation. With Agile, you can change direction with a snap of your fingers. But in sectors like healthcare, where compliance is king, Agile can be a nightmare, sparking confusion and creating gaps in critical safety protocols. Agile might be perfect for some, but in the wrong hands, it's a risk you can't afford. Six Sigma is about precision, minimizing errors, maximizing quality, ideal for pharmaceuticals or aerospace. But try to apply this to, say, a marketing firm, where creativity and quick changes are key. Six Sigma's obsession with precision could squash the spark that drives growth. Business process reengineering, or BPR, is the no-holds-barred approach. Tear down processes, rebuild them stronger, faster, more efficient. But here's the thing. If you're a small business, tearing down and rebuilding can be a recipe for disaster. One wrong move, and you're looking at bankruptcy instead of success. Many of us assume that any framework will lead to results, but as Richard Rumelt explains in Good Strategy, Bad Strategy, a successful approach isn't about following generic steps. It's about focusing on what truly drives outcomes. This book breaks down why relying on cookie-cutter strategies often leads to failure, and instead shows how diagnosing core issues is essential for real impact. Just as we're exploring here, your strategy needs to be as unique as your business. If you're curious about a proven approach that overcomes these framework limitations, check out our video on our custom business transformation strategy, link in the description box below. We break down how we've combined only the most effective elements to drive real, lasting change. Think of these frameworks like recipes. They might use similar ingredients, but they're meant for very different dishes. Trying to make a delicate souffle using a pancake recipe? You'll end up with something flat and disappointing. And that's why so many businesses fail when they try to follow a single framework. Imagine if you had a personal chef for your business, someone who could handpick the finest ingredients from each framework to create the exact recipe your company needs. In a world where rapid demographic shifts, advancing technology, and a complex geopolitical landscape redefine how we do business, the stakes are higher than ever. Every decision counts. And with resources tight, businesses can't afford to pour time or money into solutions that don't move the needle. Here's the challenge. Your business isn't generic. It's unique, shaped by its own people and goals. That's why a one-size-fits-all approach can never deliver real transformation. Instead, it's about selecting only the tools that bring real results. Imagine having a tailored plan built just for your business, a blueprint to move your team forward, faster, with sustainable impact. Remember, the best blueprint for success isn't one size fits all. So build boldly, customize wisely, and create something that's unmistakably yours. And when you're ready for that next level one and need help, you know where to find us.